heard about it, let me get it on tape. And you know I'm holding out for the G63. All the greed and the lust, cause you want a piece of the pie, all that shit is bleeding me dry, I don't want your piece in the rest, hold it down for me, these act like bitches all the time. These days, I ain't even gon' lie, don't let me down. I've been throwing these hundreds on a dime. Spent 7 on that ring, no wedding vows. All that smoking made me tired. 22's a call it Tyra and Mariah. Talk about my lows and all my highs. Been trying to see the light, this shit is quiet. All the greed and the lust, cause you want a piece of the pie, all that shit is bleeding me dry, I don't want your piece in the rest, Girl, I'm in your city. Know you heard about it, let me get it on tape. And you know I'm holding out for the G63. That shit one of Louis and a VV. Riding around the city. Know you heard about it, let me get it on tape. And you know I'm holding out for the G63. Yeah, they ain't never got it with a dog like me. How we got cheddar singing dog right me. Gotta keep it settled, gotta keep it low key. Money like me, money like me. Bitch, I'm in the city with a coke fiends. How they talking money when the money don't speak? Money in his knee, but like it came from the street. Shawty in Vienna, gotta get it with me. Just, shawty know, gotta know, only know I'm like that. Set, straight back to the crib, switch cars, I'm right back. Left, and he knows that he can't. I didn't go me left, no, when I move way to the left, yeah. Shawty won't slide, tryna know me. I can never get it too close, me. Cause she heard I got it on me, yeah. Couldn't pull it up like me, shit. Now she tryna load my phone, shit, I'm in the booth going ghost, Now they heard I got it on me, yeah. Now they hear I got it on me, yeah.
Fresh out the scene, bitch, I'm the best out the scene. Bulletproof if you know what I mean. Baby, I just been questioning things. Now you wanna stay with me for nights. Baby, I just wanna treat you right. Yeah, I'm thinking late through the night. And baby, you can stay if you like. Ain't no stress in this stretch legs. Baby, know I'm different. Hit my text when you downstairs. You know that I'm different than your ex. Stressless, that's my problem now. You got me thinking about you every time I'm not around.
Shawty won't slide, tryna know me. I can never get it too close, me. Cause she heard I got it on me, yeah. Couldn't pull it up like me, shit. Now she tryna load my phone, shit, I'm in the booth going ghost, Now they heard I got it on me, yeah. Now they hear I got it on me, yeah. Said a 4x4 for G63, this baby shit for me, 100,000, couple M's don't make a G, Pass me in my bag and put that 40 right on my leg, yeah. Know it's how it day, yeah. Shawty, what you think? I'm about to cut up 25 for my name. I told him my selling is I move it to the bank, yeah. And you know they're tryna lay down with the man. Way out with the man, right now with the man. Say that she love me, Christy and they own me. This is how she think, yeah, she think, yeah. Say she adore me, Christy and the orange. Fuck with me some money, baby, ain't no more time for you. All the love them back and back, the money too. Yeah, when money come to storms, I just stick and move. No way, got me spending with my waivers, yeah. Since we young as we was dreaming about a Maybach, yeah. I'm looking for my 41 days now, yeah.
Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to see if we can make enough money to buy 100 milligram Viagra. It's always an expense we have to consider. Alright, yeah. I'm not feeling too well, so we're gonna try to make it through this stream. Okay, so let's get a little overview. We had some push up in the pre-market and the overnight. So the after hours, we've seen it push up, pre-market, push up. We see the 5-day trying to tag it. So just ignore these. Alright, so let's see if we continue the upward momentum, or if we just tag the 5-day and head straight down. Alright. Yeah, so we're looking to see if we tag the 5-day to grab some liquidity. So same as usual with the 5 MA, right? That's our 5. We want to wait for a break, a retest, and a reject. So yeah, we're checking to see if we're going to keep this upward momentum going, right? See the after hours from yesterday, the pre-market. So as soon as we can push up, we have the 5-day right here, so that might be the target for today, at least for right now, for the short term. Contracts are kind of pricey. Yeah, 300 bucks. Kind of pricey. Let's see if we tag this 5-day right here.
Let it come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. Shawty want signs, but 10 on my side, and 10 on my side, a Libra. Let it come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. 15 right to my safe, 15 right to my bank. Long as my circle tight, long as my circle pay. If she gon' make my man, if she gon' make my man, I need my Beyonce. Gotta stay tough, gotta stay tough, Then I'ma bug and call, then I'ma bug and call. I'ma put down when it get like that, I'ma hold out to maybe. Even God when I always gon' say, how you been good and serving it. Shawty want signs, but 10 on my side, and 10 on my side, a Libra. They come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. Stacks in the leader, all of us teed up. 16 fees now, paying my fees up. All of us teed up, we gon' whip down like yeah, you know. Money so loud they heard it, know.
I'm not feeling too well today, so I might not be so talkative, but I'm here. We'll just let the early candles play out.
Shawty want signs, but 10 on my side, and 10 on my side, a Libra. They come round, don't talk like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. Fuck on my shoulder, lights been going out, Shawty fuck around like no it. Thought on my own now, fuck on my shoulder, I'ma be colder, I'ma be colder. Fuck on my shoulder, fuck on my shoulder. Lights been going up, shawty fuck around like no it. Run on my own now, fuck on my shoulder. I'm a big colder, I'm a big colder. On the jacket, face she go. Throw my bank, but she throwing that back like.
Alright, let's see if we get some type of bounce right here. Some type of bounce. Basically, I want to see how we react off this key level right here. I want to see how we react off of 519.29. Maybe a little bounce right here. The 5 days right here. The 5 MA is really close. Let's see if we get this bounce. Now that we tag 519.69. No movement, completely sideways. Completely sideways right now. Let's see what we got. Completely sideways, look at this. Now we would expect that we had some upward momentum in the overnight or in the after hour session, and then pre-market a little bit of some upward pressure, and then we have the 5 MA right here. So we would expect, you know, for it to at least go near the 5 MA. But we have nothing right now. So we'll see if it's going to be. Okay, we have nothing. Nothing's happening. I think everyone's expecting a bounce. I think everyone's expecting that. The market makers are like, we'll let you know when. Here it is. Here's the bounce. Easy. Easy. There it is. Let's see how much it goes. Let's see how much it runs for. I'm not convinced on this magenta, by the way. I need to give it more time.
Hate the fact that we ain't spoken in some weeks. Blood on hands, but we just rinse it and repeat. Let's speak a language that we both know how to be. See, baby, all the time, come on, even down, mama. That monk get some money, mama. You gotta sip for me, I'm in my way. I'm on my way, yeah. I learned to cope, I learned to tank, I learned to float, look, I learned some things. And taught a nigga how to earn your trust, I'm not concerned with them, I know you hurt some things. Look, I ain't perfect, I'm hurting, babe, that make two of us the way you purchase things. The surface level not serving us, I gotta let you in so you interpret things the way I meant, and may I vent. Based off the things you post online, I can't help but think you gotta stay off that. Embrace the fact I won't brace myself for no downfall, know they pray on that. If loving you will make me crazy, girl, then giving up on you will make a psychopath. I'm on my way, I wait out back, yeah.
So it might be a break of magenta for the up. Still not proven. We need more data, but we knew some bounce had to be coming in here. We We knew some bounce had to be coming in to the upside towards the 5. We didn't know it, but you know what I mean. It's more likely than not. But this is very low volume trading. So trade light. Take your money when you can.
Drinking party, yeah, we keep the lights low. I'm in my mind all the way. Ice cold, what a nigga gotta say now. Sipping honey, we be mobbing through the night, oh yeah. Moving like we trapping out of Vando. I need. I need you here for me. Don't you fuck around, I know you hurt about me. I need. Oh, let's go, I got money on me. New city, new bitch, new kid. This call's finna rain on me. I've been down and out, but a nigga still breathing. Saying my prayers for the check. Straight shooter like I'm walking with a tech. Move deep and I'm pounding on my chest. You know what I want. You know what I need. Ice cold bitch when I'm sipping my tea. I don't mean it. Feeling myself.
If for some reason you went in on a call here because I said it's gonna go, we're gonna see upward pressure. We're looking to tag the 5-day. Start moving your stop. Start moving your stop.
Don't you fuck around, I know you hurt about me. I need. Touchdown in the matrix, yeah. Shawty send me your location,
Still early, you didn't miss anything.
Big check, blue pills, I'm beating. Young boy,
give it some time.
My day. Get the FBI, put a case on me. Feel like everything okay on me. Shawty, hold on, have faith in me, You don't wanna, oh I gotta, but I gotta.
Alright, I bought like a $300 contract. It was $298 or something like that. 300. Now it's, what is it?
I'll be on my way. Hard to love me when you got nothing to chase.
520. So, pretty good so far. I know I didn't tell you guys to go in on it, but we'll wait for the safety. I don't want you guys to start doing risky stuff just because.
I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me up. Yeah. Hey, run it up, I'm mobbing. Hey, none of y'all niggas they poppin'. Yeah, I know you do this often. Hey, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Hey, I'ma swallow all my pride. Hey, won't be nothing but a side piece. Oh. Catching feelings with my pipe dream, oh no. Sighting, she be feeling type of way.
Yeah, we got a 50-50.
I don't need nobody for the day.
Should be somewhere around here.
I just need somebody for the night.
About
been there and I never been the same. Been there, but I'm not the one to blame. I just need somebody for the night. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't need you no more. Shawty wanna use me up.
521. Good way to start the day for me.
I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me up. Yeah. Run it up, I'm mobbing.
I was reading the wrong thing, I'm sorry. It was from 300 to 410, my bad.
Yeah, I know you do this often.
406 now, 406, my bad.
I'm okay, I'm fine.
I have this new setup with Webull where they give you an option to look at the actual chart and the option chart at the same time. So it switches on me. I'm not sure why it does that, but I'll figure it out. So the contract I got was $289, and now it's 421. There we go. We knew the target was going to be the 5, right? Alright, so we're just in this purple until we're not. We're just in the purple until we're not. So we're gonna wait for excuse me, we're gonna wait for either a continuation like this, right? Or possibly look to see if a shoulder forms right here. But yeah, it just looks solid up towards a 5. We knew that was going to be the target. So your safe calls are going to be break, retest, reject off the 5. Otherwise, we're looking for rejections underneath the 5. We want to see if it's going to grab liquidity from the 5 before making a move. So whichever direction. So your safety in this situation is just to wait for the 5. Let's see what happens off the 5. That's the safe bet.
Shawty keep it down, I'ma be right back. I don't switch mode, yeah. Only switch things in sports, that's fact. I ain't pay notice. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she gave no love on me. Oh,
I'm probably gonna tighten my stop here. I'll tighten my stop to 424. I'll take my basic for the day. Well, the contract price 424. And almost stopped out. Okay, stopped out. Alright, that was a good first trade for me. Good first trade.
Gotta keep them pockets greased up, can't slip. Gotta get my mama's new whip, new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks. And no matter where I throw it, yeah, she know it's gon' stick. Shawty isn't me, no babe.
What I should have been doing is guiding off of purple, but I traded light. I traded very light because it was early candles. I don't like to trade early candles like that. So very light, took my profit. Now I can't lose for the day, right? I just got to make sure that my losses now, that I don't take any losses more than what I made. Simple.
Heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G60. That she want a Louis and a VV. Riding on the CG.
Let's see if we form a magenta here.
You know I'm holding out for the G60. All the greed and the lust, cause you want a piece of the pie, all that shit is bleeding me dry, I don't want your piece in the vice, hold it down for me, these I like bitches all the time, these days
I think breaking this purple.
I've been throwing these hundreds on a dime, spent 7 on that ring, no wedding vows.
Let's see how we react off of this purple if it gets down here.
Talk Fuck up on my lows and
Curious
on
to
my
know what's
highs.
gonna happen off
I'm
this
trying
puts.
to see the light, this shit is quiet. All the greed and the lust. Cause you want a piece of the pie. All that shit is bleeding me dry. I don't want your piece in the vice. Girl, I'm in your CG. Know you heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding
Because that
out
still
for
might
the G6.
take time to get there, right? It
Louis
might be
Riding on the CG. Know you heard about it, let me
might
get
be a
it
longer
on
term bulk
You know I'm holding
where it
out for
actually
the
comes down to here.
They ain't
So
never
your safe
settle
bet for
dog
puts
like me.
would be
How we got cheddar singing dog like me. Gotta keep it settled, gotta keep it low key. Money like me, money like bitch, I'm in the city with a coke fiend. How they talking money when the money don't speak?
that'd be your
Money
safe
in
bet
this
for
neighbor like it
puts.
came from the street. Shawty in
Possibly
Vienna,
forming
gotta
out of
get it with
purple,
me.
somewhere over here like this.
Shawty know, gotta know, when you know I'm like that. Set, straight back to the quick switch cars, I'm right back. Left, and you know that it can't. I didn't go relax, no, when I move way to the left, yeah. Shawty won't slide, tryna know me. I can never get it too close, me. Cause she heard I got it on me, yeah. Couldn't pull it up like me, shit. Now she tryna load up my phone, shit, I'm in the booth going ghost, now they heard I got it on me, yeah. Now they hear I got it on me.
It's got so much strength to the upside. It's maybe a little risky. Yeah, just wait for this down here for your puts. If it happens here and it just dumps, my bad. The safety is going to be somewhere over here if we break 519.29. Because on a longer term there could be a 50-50 about here. But this magenta right here might be holding up.
Get it too close, cause you heard I got it on me. Couldn't pull it up like me. Shit, I just tryna load up my phone. Shit, I'm in the booth going ghost.
So for this, the safety would be break, retest, and reject like that. If it dumps right now, it dumps right now. My bad. But I'm just telling you what the safety looks like.
Said a 4x4 for G6 3, this baby shit for me. 100,000, couple M's don't make a G. Cash be in my bag and put that 40 right on my leg. Yeah, you know it's how it is.
Ideally, we'd like it to go up, retest this purple,
25 for my lane. I told
and
them
then reject back underneath.
to the bank. Yeah, and you know they're tryna lay down with the man. Way out on the man.
See if that
Way down
happens.
with the man. Say that she love me, Christy and they owe me. This is how she did, yeah she did. Say she adore me, Christy and the origin. Fuck with me some money.
We actually don't need to be trying to scalp these pennies right here. The best bet for your calls is going to be above the 5, right? The break, retest, reject. This is trading, right? This is how it works. You're looking for the most probable win. The most probable win is going to be the break, retest, and reject off the 5. The most probable win for the puts is going to be somewhere down here. That's the answer, okay? That's just the answer. So if you're trading in here, technically it's middle of the water. And I understand you're trying to get in at the best time for whichever direction, but sometimes you just gotta wait. These things take time. So do you want to burn how much is the contract right now? Let's say puts at the money 243, and your stop loss, $50 stop would be reasonable. Do you want to risk $50, or do you just want to wait for the safety? Because right now it's the middle of the water. Middle of the water. So is this the break, retest, and reject? I'm gonna find out.
Back too close, you ain't even know me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north. Me and the old, and then like they owe me. Gotta stay late, don't come on me.
Not gonna feel comfortable with this until we break below this 50-50 area minimum. Because if you remember, I had, excuse me, I had a shoulder here, right? That's what we're looking for. Stress to get me, and it's closer to the chest when your pocket's too deep. Now, if you want to be a trader, and you want to make this a thing, to sustain a livelihood, and let's say you depend on this, and you need this money to make ends meet, or this is your full-time job, you have to identify risk. Right? So I'm telling you, the safety for the calls is going to be above the 5. The safety for the puts, somewhere below 519.29. That's just the answer. This is no man's land in here. We're at market open pretty much.
Better come round, don't tell like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. Shawty want size of 10 on my side, 10 on my side, a Libra. They come round, don't tell like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. 15 right to my.
And the reason why we wait for certain triggers is because we don't know if we form another purple right here and this thing just slowly trickles upward, just slowly up and down, trickling upward. We don't know if that's going to happen. That's why we wait for the safety. What does the safety look like? Above the 5 and below this 519.29. That's the answer. So if we're betting to the 5, okay, you're going to have to hold for a long time.
Shawty want size of 10 on my side, 10 on my side, a Libra. They come round, don't tell like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look. Stacks in the leader, all of us cheat up. 16 fees now, pay my fees up.
See this 50-50 that I put right here? This is why.
Money so loud they heard it, no.
Let's zoom out, look at the higher time frame.
On my body, spill the shirt. I don't know, ain't no way. I'm on way, down when it get like that. I'm a hold out to tell me back. Even out when I was gonna say, I even good and serving. Should've want signs of 10 on my side, 10 on my side, a Libra. They come round, don't tell like that, don't come right back, they reaching. I forget where the kid came from, but I guess they did amnesia. Hard to tell when I'm making this shit look.
If you didn't take any trades, good, because there's no real setup, right? If you didn't take any trades, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no real setup here.
On a Jackie, fishy, whoa. Throw my bank, but throwing that back like whoa. Run that shit, I need to know.
Let's see if we get above this orange on the 30 minute.
I ain't tryna slow the pain. No, so I'm reaping up. Gotta tell us twice, I'm keeping dog. Fuck on my shoulder, wanna keep him up. Steady running up, I'm in my lane, I'm on my way. Don't swear, don't stop. They don't got it like me. I ain't worried about a thing, I ain't worried about a thing. What they didn't get like me, you like me, you like me, you like me, you on me, on me. That must be what I need. Couldn't fuck with me, fuck with me, fuck with me. You just couldn't fuck with me.
If you took this 50-50 that was over here, protect your trade. Protect your trade.
Double live and the niggas too nice, got them lining up now, wanna see me. Got a shawty listening to me on repeat. Gotta know by now. You know, you just know my name, know my name, know my name. Wish they see my face, see my face, see my face. I can't ask for love.
So nothing's changed as far as the put scenario. The put scenario is still somewhere down here for your safety by 519.29. That hasn't changed. I'll highlight it. And if we just slowly trickle up all day, then today's just not a trading day. Nothing wrong with that. If we just do this all day, if that's a thing, which does happen often, then today's not a trading day. But I might be okay with breakout magenta for the up.
I'm holding down like the lady on me. I'm holding down for me. OMW on my mama, OMJ. Well, I think that you forgot but what you saw in me. Huddle up, but please don't be the one who got away. Just a humming, talking when I come and humming E. Hate the fact that we ain't spoken in some weeks. Blood on hands, but we just rinse it and repeat. Let's speak a language that we both know how to read. See, baby, hold it down, come on. Come on, it down, mama. Let me get some money down, mama. You gotta say for me, I'm in my way. I'm on my way. Yeah, I learned to cope, I learned to tank, I learned to float, look, I learned some things. And taught a nigga how to earn your trust, I'm not concerned with them, I know you hurt some things. Look, I ain't perfect, I'm hurting, babe, that make two of us the way you purchase things. The service level not serving us, I gotta let you in so you interpret things the way I meant, and may I vent. Based off the things you post online, I can't help but think you gotta stay off that. Embrace the fact I won't brace myself for no downfall, know they pray on that. If loving you will make me crazy, girl, then giving up on you will make a psychopath. I'm on my way, I wait out back,
Alright, so let's see if it's going to be build in purple and then break blue. Let's see if that's what we got today. But we're in an uptrend. You should be looking for long entries, right? You don't want to fight the trend. We'll be in a downtrend underneath this highlighted 519.29. That's when we'll be in the downtrend, when we get below this.
Shawty, she worried if I might show. Damn, it's hard to care for a side though. Out there with my mans in a night show. Drinking party, yeah, we keep the lights low. I'm in my mind all the way. Ice cold, what a nigga gotta say now. Sipping honey, we be mobbing through the night, oh yeah. Moving like we trapping out of Vando. I need.
Alright, so for your up scenario, let's look for a build in magenta, break a green. Build in magenta, break the green. Build in magenta, break the green.
You know what I want, you know what I need. Ice cold bitch when I'm sipping my tea. I don't mean feeling myself, feeling my knees. Feel like repercussions ain't gon' ever catch me. Heard what I said and I can't help it. I ain't never gonna rest, never gonna test me, check me. I need you here for me. Don't you fuck around, I know you hurt by me. I need. Okay, yeah, I'm a touchdown in the matrix. Yeah, shawty send me your location. 120 on the freeway speeding. Big check, blue pills, I'm feeding. Young boy finna do my thing. Get the FBI, put a case on me.
This blue algo holding up very well.
Shawty, hold on, have faith in me.
It's built up some good liquidity.
You don't wanna, I gotta, but I gotta. You don't wanna, like you wanna see her every day. She just wants somebody for the night. You call, I'll be on my way. Hard to love me when you got nothing to chase. She just wants somebody for the night. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't need you no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really care no more.
I was so close to buying this contract right here. I was so close to buying this one, but I was like, you know what, let me wait until it breaks. I was so close.
Yeah, I know you do this often. I'm running out of options.
I almost ruined my damn day.
I'm crying. I'ma swallow all my pride. Won't be nothing but a side piece. Catching feelings with my pipe dream. Oh no.
And I almost ruined my day because I wasn't patient. Just because I wasn't patient. Almost ruined my day because of that.
Been there and I never been the same. Been there but I'm not the one to blame. I just need somebody for the night.
This blue's pretty strong. This uptrend is pretty strong as well. So
Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me up.
Well damn, that 5-minute hit.
Run it up, I'm
5-minute hit.
None of y'all niggas, they poppin'. Yeah, I know you do this often. I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. I'ma swallow all my pride.
And we broke above this orange on the 30-minute.
Catching feelings with my pipe dream. Oh no.
I've seen a whole day, literally a whole day, where it stayed inside of like blue, and then it'll break one time and then make another blue and just keep going up all day. I've seen days like that. Obviously that was a long time ago, that was many months ago, but it happens. Today might be that day. And days like that, no reason to trade. For what? You should be happy knowing that you have the discipline to know when it's not a trading day, right? When the criteria is not there for us or for you personally, you have to know as a trader, you know what, not my day. Or today's not the day to trade. The setups aren't there. Slow trickle grind up like this, especially later on in the day when the theta starts to eat away the value of the contract. And then here's the thing, right? We're all seeing all this liquidity built up in blue, and then we're going to automatically expect, oh, it broke blue, it should be a big dump. On days like this, when it's doing something like this and there's no actual movement, it's not so cut and dry, right? Because like I said, it may form a magenta and then start right back up in a blue. So if you took, like I said earlier, break a green for the up, break a green for the up, right? Remember I said that? I don't know if anyone's writing it down, but break a green for the up, that's a winner. That was a winner right here. So Discord, get in the habit of when I give you the up scenarios and the down scenarios, write them down or try to remember it. Because those are the ones that work.
I don't switch mode, yeah. Only switch names in sports, that's fact. I ain't paying notice. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she gave no love on me. Oh, yeah. You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she moves so sexually. Oh, it's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. Gotta keep them pockets greased up.
Alright, let's see how significant
Gotta
a
get
break
my
of blue
mama's
is
new
going to
whip,
be.
new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks, and no matter where I
Let's
throw
see
it,
how
you know it's
significant
gon'
it's going to be
Shawty isn't mean
if
no babe.
it breaks the blue.
Shawty isn't mean no yeah. It's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. It's a million now. Heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G60. Yeah, she want a Louis and a VV. Riding around the CG. Know you heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G60. All the greed and the lust, cause you want a piece of the pie, all that shit is bleeding me dry, I don't want your piece in the rest, hold it down for me, these act like bitches all the time. These days I ain't even gon' lie, don't let me down. I've been throwing these hundreds on a dime. Spent 7 on that ring, no wedding vows. All that smoking made me tired. 22's a call it Tyra and Mariah. Talk about my lows and all my highs. Been trying to see the light, this shit is quiet. All the greed and the lust, cause you want a piece of the pie, all that shit is bleeding me dry, I don't want your piece in the rest, Roll on in your CG. Know you heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G60. Yeah, she want a Louis and a VV. Riding around the CG. Know you heard about it, let me get it on T. And you know I'm holding out for the G60. Yeah, they ain't never get it with a dog like me. How we got cheddar singing dog right me. Gotta keep it settled, gotta keep it low key. Money like me, money like bitch, I'm in the city with a coke fiends. How they talking money when the money don't speak? Money in Geneva like it came from the street. Shawty in Vienna, gotta get it with me. Shawty
You have to protect your trade aggressively here because the strong uptrend. It could turn around on you any second, so protect your trade aggressively.
I can never get it too close, cause she heard I got it on me. Couldn't pull it up like me. Shit, now she tryna load my phone. Shit, I'm in the booth going ghost. Now they heard I got it on me. Now they hear I got it on me.
Protect aggressively. Take your money. Don't let them take it from you.
Try to know me, I can never get it too close, cause she heard I got it on me. Couldn't pull it up like me. Shit, now she tryna load my phone. Shit, I'm in the booth going ghost. Now they heard I got it on me. Now they hear I got it on me.
Protect it aggressively. Expect a little bit of pullback right here. Maybe 1 or 2 green candles.
Yeah, set a 4x4 for G63, this baby shit for me. 100,000, couple M's don't make a G. Pass me in my bag and put that 40 right on my leg. Yeah, know it's how it day. Yeah, shawty, what you think? I'm about to cut up 25 for my name. I told him my selling is a move it to the bank. Yeah, and you know they're tryna lay down with the man.
Protect it aggressively.
Right now I'm with the man. Say that she love me, Christy and they owe me. This is how she think, yeah she think. Say she adore me, Christy and the origin. Fuck with me some more. Baby, ain't no more time for you. All the love and back, the money too. Yeah, when money come to stones, I just stick and move. No way, got me spending with my waves. Yeah, since we was young as we was dreaming about a Maybach. Yeah, now I'm looking for my 41 day days now. She said that she love me, Christy and they owe me. This is how she think, yeah she think. Say she adore me, Christy and the origin. Fuck with me some more.
You should at least be at break even, right? Protect aggressively because we know we're fighting an uptrend. We don't want to fight this uptrend too much. So if it touches underneath this blue and starts to reject, or at least back up underneath 522.33. Now, if you protect it aggressively and you got stopped for like a short win, now you can, if it rejects underneath this blue and underneath this 522.33, then you can 84% rule, right? That way you lose nothing. You can't hesitate. Whenever you see this, you can't hesitate. You start moving your stop, you know, accordingly. And then if it stops you out, you're at least made some money. And then if it continues, you have the option of 84% rule back in.
I
But on trending updates, we don't want to fight the trend too much, right? That's why you got to protect aggressively when you're fighting the trend. If you're going with the trend, you can let it run a little bit. But when you're fighting the trend, you got to protect it. Now let's see if it rejects underneath this blue to give us a strong down. And this is the warning I was telling you, that just because it breaks blue, we're thinking, oh look, all this liquidity built up. But look at it, right? You have to protect it very aggressively. Could have made something, little something out of here, like a blue down here. But this is why, because we're already expecting this. We know the target is most likely the 5-day. We're looking for long entries. The shorts are going to be the puts somewhere down 519.29. That's the safe. That is the safety. I was using this key level, 522.33, as high a day, so I'm just going to adjust it up. So it looks like we're in this range here, right between here and here. Bearish divergence does play out, should be around this time right here. Bearish divergence should be around this time over here. If, you know, I'm just reading tea leaves here, it doesn't mean it's actually going to happen. Let's see if the divergence happens around here. Now let's wait to see if we get back inside this green.
Somebody told me, yeah. Can't hold now, yeah. Like I'm in too deep, 10 toes down, yeah. It's hard to tell, but I feel like ain't nobody else there. Gotta know by now. You know, you just know my name, know my name. Wish they see my face, see my face, see my
Okay,
face.
rejection under blue.
Hey, yo, I'm on it.
Let's see.
Let's see if we
get back inside of green.
You gotta send for me, I'm in my I'm on my way, I'm out of time, got this weight on me. I'm missing us, tell me what's it on me. I'm holding down like the lady on me. I'm holding down for me. OMW, I'm my mama, OMJ. Well, I think that you forgot.
We got 2 more minutes to see if those tea leaves are hidden. What kind of tea? What kind of tea we got? What kind of tea do we got?
Hate the fact that we ain't spoken in some weeks.
On this bearish divergence tea leaf reading.
Let's speak a language that we
Let's
both
see.
know how to read. See, baby, all the time, I'm on it. Come on, it down, I'm on it. Let me get some money, I'm on it. You gotta send for me, I'm in my
Okay.
I'm on my
Rejection off blue.
I learned to cope, I learned to tank, I learned to float, like I learned some
Let's see if
things.
we get back
Inside a
inside
nigga, how
green.
to earn your trust, I'm not concerned with them, I know you hurt some things. Look, I ain't perfect, I'm hurting, babe, that make 2 of us the way you purchase things. The surface level not serving us, I gotta let you in so you interpret things the way I meant, and may I vent. Based off the things you post online, I can't help but think you gotta stay off that. Embrace the fact I won't brace
We need to
myself
get
for no
under
downfall, no they pray on that. If loving you will make me crazy, girl, then giving up on you will make a psychopath. I'm on my way, I wait out back.
Alright, let's see the tea leaf. What the tea leaves got for us.
Shawty, is she worried if I might show? Damn, it's hard to care for a side though. Out here with my mans in a night show. Drinking party, yeah, we keep the lights low. I'm in my mind all the way. Ice cold, what a
I think we
nigga
need
gotta
to get
say.
below
Sipping any with me, mobbing through the night.
522.21 before we see
Like
any
we trapping out of
significant movement.
bando. I need. I need your there for me. Don't you fuck around, I know you hurt by me. I need. Oh, let's go, I got money on me.
Couldn't break back inside green.
City, new bitch, new kid. It's cause and the rain on.
If we would have broke back inside green, I
but a nigga still breathing.
probably would have went in there.
Say my prayers for the check. Straight shooter like I'm walking with a tech. Move deep and I'm pounding on my chest. You know what I want. You know what I need. Ice cold bitch when I'm sipping my tea. I don't mean it. Feeling myself, feeling my knees. Feel like rapping 'cause questions ain't gon' ever catch me. Heard what I said, and I can't help it. I ain't never gon' rest, never gonna test me, check me. I need.
For safety on puts, wait till it gets inside a green and starts rejecting underneath 522.21. So something like this. If it wants to head down, right? If it wants to head up, it's gonna be
Young boy finna do my day. Get the FBI, put a case on me. Feel like everything okay on me. Shawty, hold on, have faith in me.
Okay.
You don't wanna. Oh, I gotta. But I gotta. You don't wanna.
Okay.
Like you wanna see her every day. She just wants somebody for the night. You call, I'll be on my way. Hard to love me when you got nothing to chase. She just wants somebody for the night. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't need you no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me up. Yeah. Hey, run it up, I'm over. Hey, none of y'all niggas they bother.
If that's all the divergence they gave us, if that's all the bearish divergence,
I'm okay, I'm fine.
too much of a strong uptrend.
Won't be nothing but a side piece. Catching feelings with my pipe dream.
So nothing's changed, right? The safe puts are going to be 519.29 to reiterate. Nothing's changed.
Sighting, she be feeling type of ways. I don't need nobody for the day. I just need somebody for the night. Been there and I never been the same. Been there, but I'm not the one to blame. I just need somebody for the night. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't need you no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me up. I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me up. Yeah. Hey, run it up, I'm mobbing. Hey, none of y'all niggas they bother. Yeah, I knew you do this often. Hey, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Hey, I'ma swallow on my pride. Won't be nothing but a side piece. Catching feelings with my pipe dream. No. Piece of me, piece of my, took some time. I'm just reaping what I sow, so for sure. Brand new home, that's just for me and my boy. Be secure, 4x4, G63 on my hands. I'm no friend. Pay for keys, can't pay for checking me. In the back when the windows tint. Yeah, 'cause they know tonight. Yeah, they know tonight. Tryna come take on me. And my 40 they paid on me. They ain't even thought this far. Seen our portion, yeah. Just like I knew. Made room for you. You and me, I forgot. You had no place to trust. Just like you told. Just like we rolled. Now we would barely trust. Now there's no saving us. Piece of me, piece of my, took some time. I'm just reaping what I sow, so for sure. Brand new home, that's just for me and my bro. Be secure, 4x4, G63 on my hands. I'm no friend. Pay for keys, can't pay for time.
just chop right now.
It's me or no.
It's just chop.
It's me or no.
Let's see how we react right here.
They don't even know me. Now they feeling different when the money so fast. I can leave low key.
So we're retesting the high a day
I don't switch mode yet.
again.
Only switch names in sports, that's fact. I
I
ain't
think we
paying
said the
no.
target was the 5 MA from the beginning, so
You know that don't play like me.
your safe puts somewhere down here. Somewhere down
No
here.
love for me. Oh, yeah. You know that don't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. That she moves so sexually. Oh, it's a me or no. 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 Gotta keep them pockets greased up, can't slip. Gotta get my mama's new whip, new crib. Tell your shawty listen from the city, from the sticks. And no matter where I throw it, yeah, she know it's gon' stick. Shawty isn't me, no babe. Shawty isn't me, no, yeah.
It's a boring day. Boring day.
It's a me
Slow
or no.
grind.
It's a me or no. It's a me or no. It's a me or no.
If you took break of green, protect your trade. If you took the break of green, right? Remember, build a magenta, break green. Build a magenta, break green. Build a magenta, break green. So protect your trade.
All the greed and the lust, cause you want a piece of the pie. All that shit is bleeding me dry. I don't want your piece in the rest. Hold it down for me. These I like bitches all the time. These days I ain't even gon' lie, don't let me down. I've been throwing these hundreds on that.
And if you haven't taken a trade yet, that's probably the best thing you could do.
All that smoking made me tired.
That is probably because there's actually no real trade here. There's no actual structure built. All we went off of was we saw that there was an uptrend in the after hours and the pre-market, and we knew the 5 was nearby. So that was the only reason, the only reasoning we had. But there's actually no real structure here. We did identify the break of green, break of green, break of green, so that's that. Break of blue could have got you something. You had to hold on to it though. Break of green still hit. And why? And remember, we're looking for long entries. Why? Because we don't want to fight the trend. We know the 5's a target. We know our safety for the puts is somewhere down here. That's our safety. And we also identified that this thing could easily do that right there. Remember, I told you, form a blue, drop just a little bit, and then form another blue. So break a green for the win. Pretty sure I remember saying in the Discord, you guys gotta write that stuff down, right? When I'm telling you what the structure is for the up and down scenario, you gotta write that stuff down. So remember, for the down, it's gonna be break a blue, build in purple, break a blue. For up, it's gonna be build a magenta and break the green. You knew not to buy puts until minimum. This should be your warning, not even to buy puts. This is just a warning. Your puts are down here, right? This is telling you what's going to happen. But we knew 5 MA is probably going to be the target. We knew it was a slow grind day. We knew that building in blue, building another blue is a possibility, and all of that happened. And if you didn't take a trade, you're not wrong. You did the right thing by not taking a trade today. I think I got lucky on this one here that I took on the first one. I got lucky. A little bit of gamble. But other than that, there's no real trade. I think there was maybe a 50-50 somewhere around here. You could have got something. But this break of green seems to be solid. Especially with the break of the higher day.
100,000, couple M's don't make a G. Pass me in my bag and put that 40 right on my leg. Yeah, know it's how it day. Yeah, shawty, wish you stay. I'm about to cut up 25 for my lane. I told him my selling is a move it to the bank. Yeah, and you know they're tryna lay down with the man. Way out with the man. Right now with the man. Say that she love me, Christy and they owe me. This is how she did, yeah, she did. Say she adore me, Christy and the origin.
There's another algorithm forming. It hasn't formed yet. There's another one forming.
All the love them back and back, the money too. Yeah, when money come to storms, I just stick and move.
Pretty sure there's another one forming.
The week I'm spending with my way back. Yeah, since we young as we was dreaming about a Maybach. I'm looking for my 41 days now, bitch. She said that she love me, Christy and they owe me. This is how she did, yeah, she did. Say she adore me, Christy and the origin. Fuck with me some more.
Slow grind up. That's what we got. Break a green, break a green, break a green. If you didn't make any money on these breaker greens, nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. If you decided not to trade, that's probably the best thing you could have done. Because look at this. This is not. There's no movement here, right? It's a slow grind up. That's what it's going to be. If you looked at the trading plan from this, whatever I put out this morning, I said, hey, let's look to see if this continues, the upward momentum. That's exactly what's happening. So if you haven't experienced days like today, now you have. I have about another 15 minutes before I have to leave. I got a medical appointment. I got a few, actually. Look at this price action. This is so whack. You can't do anything with this. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that delay. Okay, so 5 MA, it's always going to be a target. We already knew that. I don't think the market wants to give up too much more downside. Not too much more. Unless it wants to grab liquidity from somewhere up here before it makes a move. But so the move's going to be around the 5 now, right? There's no trading until we get to the 5. Either the break, retest, reject, right? So we want to see it. We want to see the price break, retest, and reject along the 5, like that. That'll be your best bet. Alright, let's see how strong if it breaks through, how strong it breaks. Let's see how much you can get out of this one. Again, look what it did last time, right? It just formed the magenta and went right back into a blue. So protect your trade. If you take it, I'm not telling you to take it. I'm saying wait for the 5. That's what I'm saying. Break, retest, reject to the 5. Otherwise, your safe puts are down here. That's what I'm saying. That's the answer.
Baby, hold on, I'm on it. Come on, it down, I'm on it. And I'll get some money, I'm on it. You don't gotta say for me, I'm in my way.
Because it's such a strong uptrend, it's going to be difficult to fight it. You know, you don't want to fight against the flow.
I'm holding down, I feel it on me. I'm holding down for me. OMW, on my mama, OMJ. Well, I think that you forgot, but what you saw in me. How to love, but please don't be the one who got away. Just don't harm me, talking when I'm coming, harming me. Hate the fact that
protected on break a blue.
Blood on hands, but we just rinse it and repeat. Let's speak a language that we both know how to be.
Let's see if we meet some, yeah, we're going to meet some resistance right at 523.46.
Come on, it down, mama. And I'll get some money, mama. You don't gotta say for me, I'm in my way. I'm on my way, yeah. I learned to cope.
So let's say you wanted to scalp this, you can go, I'm not telling you to do it, when you get a little more advanced, you don't hesitate on stuff like this, you go in with many contracts, and you scalp whatever you can, right? So if you go in with 10 contracts, whatever your profit is times 10. Alright, break a blue, let's go, let's see what we got, protect your trade.
If loving you will make me crazy, girl, then giving up on you will make a psychopath. I'm on my way, I wait out back, yeah.
So again, look what it did over here, right? It broke blue, went back, and then rejected off the blue before it broke another green. So look out for that same pattern. And when you're fighting the uptrend, right? If you're buying puts, you're fighting the uptrend, you have to protect your trade aggressively. You have to protect your trade. So let's say you wanted to scalp this, break a blue, you go in on many contracts, however much you can afford, you wait this little, you know, couple dollars here, and it adds up exponentially. But on stuff like that, you can't really hesitate. You gotta go in and get out quick. And that's more of a scalping strategy. And normally, this isn't enough liquidity built up inside magenta to break a green, but because we're so close to the 5, right, that might be enough liquidity build for building magenta, break a green to make it to that 5. So now we're looking, are we going to do this same pattern, right? Where we broke the blue, retested the blue, came off of it a little bit, formed another blue. Right, so are we going to break the blue, retest the blue, and then form another blue later? I've seen that happen. And I'm pretty sure I drew this at the beginning of the day.
Touchdown in the matrix, yeah. Shawty send me your location, 120 on the freeway speeding. Big check, blue pills, I'm feeding. Young boy finna do my thing. Get the FBI, put a case on me. Feel like everything okay for me. Shawty, hold on, have faith in me, You don't wanna, I gotta, but I gotta. You don't wanna, take you wanna see her every day. She just wants somebody for the night. You call, I'll be on my way. All Hard to love me when you got nothing to chase. She just wants somebody for the night. Shawty wanna
Okay,
use
this
me,
orange has presented itself.
Shawty wanna use me, I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me, I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. Ay, run it up, I'm mobbing. None of y'all niggas, they poppin'. Yeah, I know you do this often. Ay, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Ay, I'ma swallow all my pride. Won't be nothing but a side piece. Catching feelings with my pipe dream.
If and when this orange breaks, look for the break and retest.
I don't need nobody for the day. I just need somebody for the night.
The 5 is most likely the target.
Never been the same. Been there, but I'm
the break of this green.
I just need somebody for the night.
The only reason why this little bit of liquidity would have some strength is because the 5 is so close.
I don't need you no more. Shawty wanna use me, I don't really feel no more. Shawty wanna use me, I don't really care no more. Shawty wanna use me, yeah. Ay, run it up, I'm mobbing. Ay, none of y'all niggas, they poppin'. Yeah, I know you do this often. Ay, I'm running out of options. I'm okay, I'm fine. Ay, I'ma swallow all my pride.
Okay, protect your trade on break of green. Protect your trade. Protect your trade. Easy money. Easy money. Easy money. There it is. Finally. Jeez.
Piece of me, piece of my, took some time. I'm just reaping what I sow, so for sure.
Took a little bit to get here.
For me and my boss, keep secure, 4x4, G6 sleep on my hands. I'm no friend, pay for keys, can't pay for second. In the back when the windows turn. Yeah, cause ain't no place to trust. Just like you told, just like we roll. Now we would barely trust. Now there's no saving us. Piece of me, piece of my, took some time. I'm just reaping what I sow, so for sure. Brand new road, that's just for me and my boss. Keep secure, 4x4, G6 sleep up on my hands. I'm no friend, pay for keys, can't pay.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here soon. So if you're gonna trade, here's the setup, right? You want it to break, retest, and reject off the 5, like that, right? And we also want it to form a green. You want a magenta to form, and you want a green to form. Right? This is what you want, kind of what you want to look for. You want to break, retest, reject, and once it gets out of the green, then that's the proper setup. So for your puts, use your 5-minute chart.
You know that won't play like me. Something that your money won't reach. Then she gave no love for me. Oh, yeah. You know that.
And for your calls, use your 1-minute chart.
Something that your money won't reach.
So this orange and this green should coincide. I'll just make them the same color. Okay. I'm gonna head off to my appointments. Wish me luck. Everyone, it's been a pleasure. I think we did okay. We did okay for today. We did what we could. It was a slow grind, choppy day. We identified. Let's see. We identified the green for the up. We identified the green for the up, and it's going to be this orange for the down. Okay? So let's let it build in blue. I'm going to get rid of this purple to make this a little simpler. So it's not so taxing on the eyes. So we'll use the blues. Build in blue, break an orange. That's the answer. We know the 5 is going to be the target. We already knew that. So break a green, 5 is the target. Cool. Protect your trade aggressively once you broke this green. And I'm going to close out of YouTube and I'm going to head over to Discord.